Good morning or evening, depending on what time zone you're in. The girls and I, which is Skittles and Zoe, we are on the west side of Salt Lake City. And I got to tell you, I've been through here numerous times in my life. And when you come through here and see Salt Lake actually itself, if you've never seen it, it looks like you're just looking out at snow on the desert. And all that is salt on the water. Well, I don't know if you've heard, but the water level is practically non-existent. The Salt Lake is practically dried up. And they have found numerous things like old cars, other items, including dead bodies, out here since the water has deceded or decreased, or whatever term you want to use. Dried up is what I call it. And it's sad to see, it really is. And hopefully God will replenish it in His time. But I want to hop on here right quick. I had a email yesterday given to me by this, I believe she said she was 26 years old. Her name is Stacy. And it was a beautiful email, and I want to thank you for all the compliments. But she was concerned about her mother, which I'm not going to give her age, but she was a little bit younger than me. Her mother had pretty much given up on trying to enhance her beauty. She said she no longer wears makeup. She no longer cares about the condition of her hair. Apparently her hair has gotten real thinner, and that happens to women. When we go through menopause, we will lose a great deal of hair. Most of us will. That's the reason why I say it's so important to do your vitamins and collagen. Collagen, so important. But I'm going to pull my hair back here. So I will give her, I told her I'd do a video, an up close look at my makeup that I have on at the moment, which now my eyes are swollen. You have to overlook that. I have hay fever, and it was pretty bad this morning when I got up. So I'm trying to get the swelling down as much as I can. But the eye cream, I gotta tell you, helps so much with the swelling. But her mother no longer wants to wear makeup because, and her mother's name is Victoria, by the way. She says that it makes her age. Okay, first of all, when you're in your 50s, 60s, and 70s, you can no longer wear the type of makeup in terms of the shades, and you can no longer apply it the way you used to when you're in your teens, 20s, and 30s, and early 40s. Your skin texture has changed. So when your skin changes, you've got to change your techniques too. And the best example that I can come up with at the moment is women that are my age probably remember the magazines. One was called Teen Beat. It was real popular back in the early 70s. And for those of you who remember the Partridge Family, David Cassidy was always on the cover usually. And Susan Day played his sister, and she was on the cover quite a lot. I always thought she was beautiful. But you got to remember, they had makeup artists. They had professional makeup artists put makeup on them to enhance their beauty. They did not look like that in natural light. And we don't either. And so I guarantee you, they no longer can wear the type of makeup and apply it the way they used to. So that's what you got to remember. And the rule of thumb is that I can give you is that you want to lift your face as you age. You don't want to put stuff on that'll drag you down. And as far as your hair, a lot of women cannot wear long hair. I've had several people tell me how to cut my hair. I have worn my hair short and long in different stages of my life. If you have a long oval face, longer hair is going to pull you down. So the rule of thumb is if you have a long face, wear your hair shorter. It will lift you. It will lift your face up. Your wrinkles won't be enhanced. It'll give you more a youthful appearance. If you got a rounder face like I do, yes, you can wear the longer hair. So you got to remember, you got to change your attitude and your viewpoints as you age. Okay, and another rule of thumb too is when you apply your foundation, you want to match your foundation up with your neck, especially if you wear V-necks or a lot of maybe strapless or tank tops. You're going to get a lot of sun right here, and a lot of women think as they age they have to put lighter makeup on. Actually, that makes you look even older. But yes, if you put a lot of darker makeup on, it's going to make you look older too. You got to find a happy medium there. As far as your contouring, 80s was notorious for wearing the very light concealer under the eyes. You don't want to do that, because if you wear a real light concealer on the eyes, that's going to just bring out everything that you're trying to hide. You want your concealer, as a rule of thumb, to be almost exact shade, if just maybe one shade lighter than your foundation. In eye makeup, if you got what they call droopy, or oh my gosh, what do they call it? It's when your eyelids drop. Hooded eyes, I'm sorry. You want to bring your eye, let me see if I can see. You want to bring the eye makeup up further on the bone. So when you close your eye, you can see it. Now when you open your eye, you can see it. Now if you have hooded eyes, that's going to drop it down like that, and then you're never going to see it. So you want to apply the makeup further up on the brow bone. Your eyeliner. It used to be, again, in the 70s and 80s, you would put a dark black eyeliner all under the eyes, all over the eyes. Don't be afraid of black eyeliner. It's just you got to change the way you apply it. Put it under the waterline, and that means under the eyelash. And then just a light hand. Light hand is so important when you apply makeup, especially on mature skin. Lightly put it here and smudge it a little bit. You don't want a harsh line. Harsh lines on aging skin just makes you look older. Okay, and another rule of thumb is, people used to say, put your blush on the apples of your cheek. Well, guess what? When we age, everything falls. That means that when the apples were up here, they're down here now. If you apply your blush down here, it's going to make you look like a clown. It'll literally make you look like a clown. And I'm sorry, Skittles is sitting here in the seat and moving a little bit, so she's vibrating the phone. Okay, Skitty, stop. Okay, when you apply your blush, you want to apply it further up, right under the eye socket, right there on that cheekbone. You don't want to apply it down here. You want to apply it up here and be light. Don't use a dark shade, but very, very, very light in applying it. I guess the whole purpose of it is to enhance your beauty and wear makeup looking like you don't have none on. That is the best way to do it. And when it comes to lipstick, don't wear the bricky red colors that were real popular in the late 70s, 80s, and early 90s. Again, that's just going to age you. Stay with maybe the shade. Now this is, forgive me here just for a moment. Pull your lip down. Match that shade right there, because it's natural. You'll look natural. Yes, if you're going out, like to a gala, a date night, maybe you want to enhance it a little bit, maybe a little bit more color, but just for everyday wear, you want it to look natural. So I hope maybe this helps her a little bit, not to be afraid of it. Experiment. You got to change. Again, we're no longer 20s and 30s and early 40s. We are now 50, 60, 70 plus. You've got to change with it, but doesn't mean you still can't look good. Okay, ladies, I hope that helps some of you. Have a great day. We got to get to rolling. Later, everyone. Be thankful, grateful, and blessed.